When I'm walking Zoe, I'm being very careful to have her head next to me, and I practice a lot of slow walking like this, and see how I just do a little prompt if she goes ahead. But I'm walking slowly, and that's one of the keys to teaching her to walk slow, is that you slow down, because if you're walking fast, she's going to walk fast, she's going to lose her concentration, she's going to pull you. So I practice a lot of, okay, just making sure that she's walking slowly like this, and then I'm adding in moves like this. Sit. Good. And I'm going to use treats right now because we have a lot going on in the street, so I want her to be able to focus on me. Okay, sit. I'm just doing consecutive sits. Okay, sit. Good. Okay, sit. Good. Okay, sit. So just doing those consecutive sits, a sit every 2 feet like that, slows the dog down. They start to anticipate that you're gonna have her sit again. She has to wait until you say, okay, sit, and then she has to stop right away, and you can use food to lure her. Good. You're not using any leash tension, so if you're luring her to sit like that, then that's okay to reward her. She's still making the choice to sit like that. And if you do that a lot, it slows the dog down, really slows the dog down as far as their pulling. That's just one of the things we're doing, as well as the practicing walking slow. Okay, like in the beginning, I would walk slow like this. Since she was such an incredible puller, I would walk her like this, good, and give her rewards right there. See how the leash is loose? If your hand is there with the reward, that's where she's gonna learn to be. So I'd be right there, good. And good. If anything, she kind of lagged behind now. If she lags behind, coax her to catch up, good. Just wherever you want her to want to walk, put your food there, because that's where she'll start thinking the sweet spot is. Okay, I keep going in a circle and coming back because the camera person is right there, so I don't want to walk out of the camera shot. But that's actually another move, is where you do a circle all the way around and sit. Good. And if you don't have food ready, just do it that way. Okay, walk about 6 or 8 feet and then another circle. And if she's pulling a little bit, see how I'm doing little prompts as I go in my circle, just like that. Sit. Good. If you don't have food, just do that. And make sure that you're doing your little prompts like this with the leash, but that the leash is never like this. If it's like this or you're going like that, you're going to cause her to pull, and you're going to cause her to get overstimulated. So it's always loose. Just watch the videos and see how the leash is. See how it is? Okay, if she starts to pull, the first thing I'm going to do is that, and it's like tapping the brakes, slows her down. So I do a lot of these, okay, when I'm walking her, a lot of these left-hand circles, all the way around like this, and sit. Good. This time I'll reward her with a piece of food. Good. So those left circles when you're walking every day are really important. Okay, always turning into her. Wherever you're walking, you're always turning into her. Because if you're going to turn right at this early stage of her training, you're going to go like this, you're going to be pulling her. Any kind of leash tension where you're forcing her to go somewhere is not a good idea. It's going to stress her out, it's going to make her relapse and make her do the stuff she used to do. So if you need to go somewhere, like for example, if I need to go right, she's on my left, it's my opportunity, okay, to do a left turn, to go right. And then see how she ends up being perfectly next to me if I do it that way. So you're gonna look for as many opportunities as possible to turn into her. Your body hurting her like that is a very important message. It's a very dominant move. Sit. That'll teach her, if you do that to her, she starts to perceive you differently, and she'll start thinking you're more in charge if you do that move. If you're pulling her around, you're trying to force her to do things, if you're struggling with her, if you're fighting with her, she's going to go back to her old ways, she's going to get hyper again, and she's not going to respect you. So it's all these little moves added up that have gotten her to this point in the last month. So just keep it up, and she's going to keep getting better. Okay.